Today we will be testing the directional sentiment line.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the directional sentiment line indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 61 different strategies, with 16 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 804 indicators, with 326 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 21 of the winning indicators. 8 of them have been able to maintain the winning status, the best one a 76% win rate. Now, keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the directional sentiment line indicator. Let me scroll back here and kind of zoom in on this just a tad bit more. And so you can see here that we have a few different lines here. We have this kind of upper band and this kind of lower band here. If you zoom in on this part right here, you can see it a tad bit easier. So this upper band and this lower band that is blue and orange. And then we kind of have this band here kind of snaking through the center of these two lines. And so the creator of the indicator said that this line here, the one kind of snaking through the center, is the one that we should be paying attention to. And it says that as the line is turning different colors, so from red to green, then we should be looking for a breakout of price action to the upside of that line there, and that is a signal to go long. When the line is red, we should be looking for a breakout to the downside of that line with price action, and that will be a signal to go short. And so that's how we are going to test it today, and see what we can get out of it. Again, we are looking for the break of the downside with a red line there to signify a short signal, and we're looking for the break to the upside of the line there when it's green for a long signal. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we are going to pick up is a short signal, and so it's valid that we have the price action that pulls back into this line. That is something that the creator said we should pay attention to, is when a price action pulls into this zone here, and we are looking for it to then break out either to the downside or the upside. In this case, it breaks to the downside, and you can see that we get a really nice push to the downside right after it makes that break, and that does come down and get us to our take profit. Looks like it gets us to about 300 pips there. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the next signal that we pick up is another short signal right here. So we see that the price action pulls into that line there, but it isn't quite able to make the break and close to the upside of that line. And so it kind of rolls over, pushes down, makes the break to the downside here. Got a little bit of a correction there out of pull to the upside there, which does get close to our stop, but then it does make this push to the downside here, which is able to come down and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so I'm going to call this one also a short signal right here. And so move that out of the way. You see that we pull back into that zone just barely right there, and we get a break to the downside just ever so slightly. And if you look at the coordinates up here, you can see that when I hover over the band when it's green, you can see all those coordinates turn green. And when we are hovering over it here, you can see that it is red. And whenever I hover over this one right here, you can see that it is actually in the red position there, not green, even though it's showing green just barely. So that's going to be a short signal. And you can see that price immediately starts to push to the upside and comes up right here and makes this break to the upside, which stops us out there. That break to the upside there is a long signal, and we pretty much immediately make a strong pullback here, and it does come down and stop us out. Doesn't quite close to the downside of this one before it then kind of rebounds off this line and makes this push to the upside there, which is another long signal, and comes up and gets us to our take profit rather nicely there. All right, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that is going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. This is our Discord server here. It's free to join. Most of these channels here are free. You're welcome to join and take part of the conversations in any of these channels. But we do have a Patreon only channel set up just for our Patreon members. This is kind of a sneak peek into it here, where we post some really great advanced information for all the Patreon members to take advantage of. For example, this is Sasquatch here. He is one of our members. He is an awesome Forex prop trader, and he's posting charts like this, Forex analysis of the market, where he will mark out areas of support and resistance, areas of interest, and even sometimes where he is looking to take a trade. And so, for example, this was an area that he was paying attention to. He doesn't say it. Let's see, I think right here. Yep, you see that he is watching here to see which way price breaks out. And so just some really great Forex analysis there that Sasquatch does pretty much on a daily basis. Then we have some of our other members here that post charts as well, where they are posting kind of their analysis of the market and what they are expecting or anticipating or what they are thinking with the analysis in general. And so all in all, it's just a really great environment for everybody to hang out and take advantage of. We also have some of the members that like to post different indicators, thought experiments, just all in all, like I said, a wonderful environment of everybody kind of bouncing ideas off of each other and feeding off of everybody's kind of success as we're all working towards growing and getting better as traders. I highly recommend that you join us here. All right, back to our indicator here. Let me scroll back here and get everything in focus. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have 15 trades altogether. That's a decent number of trades. Definitely gave us enough trades, I would say, without over trading. Generally around the 15 to 25 marker is typically kind of where we want to be. 15 is a little bit on the low side. We'd like it more around the 20 marker, but that's all right. Anyways, let's count out our winners here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 winning trades. And so that will meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. All in all, it seemed like a pretty solid indicator. Was giving us trades at reasonably decent times. I guess there were moments that kind of did lag out and didn't quite catch the most of a trend directional change, but then there were other moments that it did. And you can also see here when we kind of hit this choppiness right here, it was still able to maintain and get these winning trades here, which is rather abnormal for an indicator to do, typically in a choppy situation. When we hit kind of a ranging market, the indicator typically will start to give losing trade after losing trade after losing trade, and it really does diminish the win rate of an indicator. This one held up rather nicely in this ranging market. So like I said, all in all, a pretty solid indicator. This one is going to go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.